Hi everybody, happy Saturday evening. Dionne here with the Turquoise Iris, back for paint talk. We're going to start a new canvas tonight on my favorite How to Paint show. How you doing? Guys, I have been prepping canvases, believe it or not. I have not touched a canvas in 2 weeks. After the announcement of the magazine, I had lots of scheduling and planning, and it's just been super busy in my coaching groups. I love all of it very much, but you add that with some baseball tournaments, and it's like, what? So I actually got a lot done after the baseball games today and decided to prep a couple of canvases. And I got kind of a while here earlier and thought, you know what, I'm going to go on. I think I'm good. Like we're ready. I will say that Matt's not here. He's out swimming, doing some exercises and some treading water. He doesn't do this. That's a puppy. That's a puppy, right? Hi, bub. Hi, friends. How are you guys doing? It's just going to be me tonight, okay? So Matt is out in the pool, and I'm just going to be on here, maybe not very long, but we're going to do this together. There's a couple things I wanted to show you as well. A couple of the questions that I get asked a lot are about canvases, are about how do you prep them, how do you frame them, all of those kind of things. And so I have pulled, first off, I have 2 canvases that I prepped. You guys can tell me which one you want me to work on first. All right, so I have this one that I prepped and got ready for tonight. Wait, or just in general, for me painting in general. And then I have this one prepped and ready. When I say prepped, I'm loving the background. Like I got my background just the way I want it. Hey guys, I'm so thrilled you're here. I know this is random, but I just wanted to pop on tonight, Saturday. It's been a really good day. Had some good ball games. Actually, they weren't that great. I'm not going to lie, now that I think about it. But I have prepped these 2 canvases with DIY paint. It's my favorite for prepping the back of a canvas. I love the way the paint blends and gives me that wonderful blended glowy sky that I love so much. So I can either start on this one or I can start on this one. This is an 18 by 24, and I'm using this one kind of as my inspiration. You guys, if you've been following me for a while, I've been started doing a tree line and kind of incorporating the word peace in the name of it. So this one, you guys, I did a few weeks ago. I think it's Peace in Her Heart. It's still available on my website. And instead of doing the wildflowers, I ended up doing the beach for this one. And sorry, it's really large. And Matt went ahead and framed it. And I just kind of wanted to give you guys a little backside. I'm gonna give you a look at the backside. All right, so when we frame the canvases, keep in mind we always use the canvases that are the heavy ones. They're like 1.5 inch. I buy the level 3 from Michael's or Hobby Lobby. Now Hobby Lobby doesn't have what's called level 3, but they do have like their upper level. So I buy the thicker ones. What I love about the level 3 is there's extra support bars that I think are really important. And we always add wire before we ship our paintings. And we have hooks. If it's heavier than this, we use the ones that are like the triangle that we screw into the sides. And then we use wire. And then he builds this frame, which is super simple. I say simple because I don't have to do it myself. But he has this frame. It's exact size of the canvas. And then I put golden ticket on it, and then we frame it out so it looks like a floater from the front. But for those of you asking who have not seen one of them up front and up close and personal, that will help you understand kind of how we do that. And the smaller ones, I mean, this one's only 18, I think, by 16 or 18. I'm not sure what size this is, but they're still the thick canvases. And we'll just put wire. If it's much smaller than this, we just use that little sawtooth, the little hang thing right here. We put that on there before we ship them. Otherwise, this is wide enough to probably need a wire right here. So when it says on my website, ready to hang, that's what I mean when it says ready to hang, okay? So for this one, let's see what we have in the back of this one. So I just started this. You guys have prepped this, but we'll end up putting wire here. And then this would, of course, both of these they're small enough to where I would ask Matt to build a frame for them before we ship them. And that's always included in the price on the paintings on the website. Now, if they're bigger than 36 by 36, I don't ask him to build frames for that. Hi guys, how are you? Yeah, Matt's not here. He's swimming. He's treading water and doing his laps. And he wasn't expecting us to go on. And I was like, you know what? I'm in here and I have these canvases ready and I think I'm going to go ahead and paint. So with that painting and that whole tree line, it's a very peaceful way for me to paint. I found I had no idea I was going to love that. Hey, MK, I just saw your message. I'll get back with you. Mary Catherine Scheibel right there won in the Creative Connection, one of the winners for our July Paint Challenge. Stephanie, do you see a difference in the way the paint lays on the canvas in different level? I'll be honest with you. I haven't used anything but the higher end in years. So I don't know. They come pre, what do they call it? They don't call it prepped. They call it something with gesso already on them. And so you can just start painting on them. But I'll be honest with you, I haven't used them. And because I don't use them anymore, I don't have a comparison, honestly. I need peace tonight and painting does give me peace. Oh, Cheryl, hugs to you, sister. The prettiest painter on the block. Hi, Mr. Damon Oates. Thank you. I'm sunburned from ball games and sticky and sweaty. And as soon as I finish here, I'm going to take my girl for a walk. Pre-geeked. But I'm going to finger paint. It's very relaxing what I have found. This whole series of doing the tree line with the sky and adding the tons of gorgeous wildflowers, I have found that I really, really need that. My son is moving out into college in 8 days. So for any of you that see me or run into me in person or online, just forgive me now for anything I might say, do. I don't want to apologize for any crazy behavior. Well, maybe not for the next 8 days. How about for the next 8 years? I think I was surprised that it's actually happening, that they're actually getting to move in. Hi, Mama Michelle. Kimberly, the July challenge, we have it posted in the Creative Connection. 3 people won. So I have all that posted and pinned under announcement. So, all right, 2 canvases are ready. So I was able to do that this evening. I've used all DIY paint, and I'm just going to get in there right now and start with the tree line, okay? I'm going to finger paint this same thing that I've been doing the past 3 times, but I really want to try my hand at poppies again. The painting that we gave away, Peace Be Still, I did the poppies. I was pretty happy with them, but I think I can do better even. So I feel like doing the red poppies. So I'm going to get the tree line here. I have Fancy Farm Girl. That's right. I have Monet's Garden. I have Mint Chip, and I also grabbed some Bohemian Blue, this is the dark color here. There's some Water Lily, some Liquid Sunshine, some Cowgirl Coral, and even some beadboard. So 5 colors are on this canvas to get this. 8 days, I remember these days, he'll be home plenty. He's only 35 minutes away. But he says I won't see him very often. We'll see. All right, so Monet's Garden. No, Monet's Garden is dried out. So let me get a different one. I have found that for the trees, adding the shading. Oh, and you know what I need? Hey Sailor. Hey Sailor makes a great shadow because what I'm loving is the look where the sun is setting back behind the tree line. So up front, the trees appear to be much darker. You know that at dusk, right? Where you can't really tell. And then if you have a really, really good imagination, you start seeing all kinds of weird things in the trees and you don't want to go in the trees. During the day, it's fine. During night, no, I'm not. Hang on. Okay. All right, so a couple things we're going to do. We're going to work on the tree line, and then we're going to work on some clouds on the sky. Sound fun? Maybe he'll bring laundry home occasionally. I hope. Cheryl, my son is going to college at Oklahoma Christian University, and it means he's moving out. He's going to play baseball there. great school. It's only 35 minutes, but it's not in my house. So we've been doing some college stuff today, shopping online for things, thinking about the things they might need. Anything I'm forgetting, anybody? One more room to paint in. Lolly, that's the thing. I'm pretty sure he'll be back. I think. He's never shared a room with anybody, so I'm curious to see how it will be sharing with 3 athletes in this room. Well, it's 3 rooms, but yeah. All right, so I have Hey Sailor, Monet's Garden, and Fancy Farm Girl. I kind of want to do 2 tree lines. I'm wondering if I bring one in here and then bring another one up closer. But then I won't be able to do my wild poppies, will I? Okay, let's just get in. Let's just get in and go for it. How's everybody doing today? And he'll want his room the same. Yeah, I'm not going to touch it for a while. It's just 35 minutes. It's another city, but it's still right here in Oklahoma. So, and I'm going to move this other canvas that we got ready, and I'll work on that one. Like I said, I showed, for those of you just popping on, I wanted to show you the canvas that I did, how we frame it, how we put the wire. That's what it means, ready to be hung. Ready to be hung. Sorry, would I write that on my, thanks, Bub. Thanks you for doing that. That's my brother there answering your question. Hi, Llewellyn. So I wanted to show you what the canvas looked like along the back. So many of you ask what I do to prep my canvases, et cetera, and I don't have to do anything, but I just buy. Now keep in mind, they're expensive, right? And so I only buy them when they're on sale. I literally have gone to the store and not bought any if they weren't on sale. It's like, oh no, I can wait. I can wait, trust me. So when I go, I do spend several hundred at a time because I buy so many. And then Matt built some shelves in the garage where we just kind of stack them up, and we're able to go out there and just keep the stock. I'm able to see what sizes I'm low on. I'm going to start right about halfway, you guys, because I really don't want to take up much of the sky, but I'm going to drop a tree line in here, and then I'm going to have some wildflowers. I felt really strongly once again about doing some poppies. I only did them once. How come we can't give hearts and thumbs up here? Is it just me? I don't know. Cheryl, you're on, it shows you're on YouTube. So I'm pretending that the sky is kind of pushing back and setting back behind the tree line. So just kind of work with me. I'm just starting with the tree line, and then we'll come back in and work on this tomorrow. We'll be here tomorrow. 2 things about tomorrow you need to know. Gavin was supposed to come on with me tomorrow on a live, but he can't. They've extended their vacation an extra week. So Gavin will not actually be on with me tomorrow, but he will be here next Sunday. So we pushed it back a little bit. 1 week. We will be announcing the winner tomorrow of the piece of furniture, Bohemian Dreams, that we are gifting to somebody. You guys have over 700 votes, and between 6 people. And I know it was a hard vote, guys. I know. Tell me about it. That's why I picked 6 this time. It's so hard. You know, Matt and I and Michelle, it's hard. So I decided, instead of just giving away something to the 1 person, I would give away to 5 more people. If you are full screen, exit, go out. Oh, y'all are helping. Thank you for helping. Yes, I cannot wait. But yeah, Gavin got to extend his vacation and go camping for an extra week. And so he'll be back on. He's super pumped, as you can imagine. So he'll be on next Sunday. This Sunday we'll announce the winner. And for those of you interested or in the California area or interested in coming to California, well, it's recently determined that I get to go to California and do a workshop there in San Diego on the 30th of this month. So Debbie Beard has opened up a brand new shop, and she invited me to come teach a workshop. We do an annual class, and we didn't get to do one in June like we were planning. And so we're going to do one now. So I've been invited to go teach with Miss Debbie Beard, who owns this paint company. And from what I understand, Jamie Ray Vintage and Zeb and the family are coming. I know that Josie's coming. And lots of you that are on here right now, I have heard are coming. So Cheryl, you can't do that on YouTube. I believe emojis only. It's only Facebook and Instagram. Yes, I will be flying, Cheryl. Yes, indeed. And then we have our we have a McKinney workshop in September. All right, so I'm just kind of visualizing, guys. You can just kind of making my tree line here. I'm going to get the hay sailor now. Put that in a few areas. Kind of looks like a silly mess right now, but I hadn't touched the canvas in 14 days. I hadn't had time to paint with my fingers or with a brush in 14 days on canvas, so I was really excited that we had our evening free and thought you guys might want to join me. So thanks for hanging out. Those tickets available this week. And Debbie's having a big grand opening for her shop. She said everything is open in California except the gyms and the hair salons and stuff, but they're in San Diego. They are open. The beaches are open. They're just, of course, practicing all of the social distancing and mask wearing and everything like that. I'm always honored when someone invites me to come teach. 14 days. Yes, Sherry, I have not been able to touch a canvas. I haven't had an opportunity. Kansas girl here looking Airbnbs in Encinitas to meet you. Hey, yes, we got an Airbnb in Encinitas too, just down the street from the shop. Yeah, about 2,600 miles. Derek, is that how far it is from you? Is that what you're saying? And we're hoping Gavin, actually, because Gavin asked me if when I was coming to California, and I had told him I didn't think I planned on it because our class in June got canceled. So once Gavin finds out, maybe he'll talk his mom into bringing him to the class. And Matt and Holden said they were going to try to come too, but I don't know if they're going to be able to swing it. We can't really leave Abby girl by herself at this point. Well, we can't leave her by herself at all, but I mean, we can't board her. Normally we board her at our favorite place. They're so awesome and they love her. They've been keeping her for 9 years. But last time it was just too much on her. So I don't think we're going to be able to do it. I'm going to see if my nephew maybe will come and stay and take care of her, possibly. All right, so right now I'm just kind of playing. I put the green in the background. I'm putting this up underneath here. I'm going to put a little bohemian blue. I'm really just kind of playing, imagining a tree line. He wants to meet you so badly. Yes, says Derek. He does, and so I'm hoping he comes. Hoping he can come. But he will be on. He will be on a week from tomorrow. So he is going to show us projects that he's been working on and show us around, and maybe his mom will be able to come on with him too. Can't wait. Can you imagine how excited he is? I love that kid. He'll make me laugh. I have no doubt. He will make me laugh. But he loves Debbie too. So if he can make it to her shop for the grand opening, I have no doubt he'll be there if his mama can get him there. He is starting a paint business, something else. You know what, guys? I'm going all the way across this babe. I am. I don't know why I'm stopping. So now to figure out what I'm going to do at the class. Got to watch next week. I'm not crazy about flying to. I'm not crazy about flying car right now, but I need to get away. What is crazy is I watched one of your old videos when Gavin first commented. It was crazy to see it come full circle, right? It is, Cheryl. It is. Has Gavin tried painting on canvas or does he just do furniture? Betty, I don't think he's done canvas. If he has not shown me. Now, he made me that sign over there that he painted on a piece of wood, the turquoise iris, and put a string on it and sent that to me. All right, so let's go back to the Malaise garden. I don't know what I was thinking. I didn't want my tree line to go all the way across. So I just released a picture earlier of Bohemian Dreams that we've been working on, the one we're going to gift to somebody. I'm so happy with how it turned out. You guys, thank you for helping me name it and helping me with all of the color selections and your input. I always appreciate you so much. And the shipping has already been paid for, so whoever receives it doesn't have to worry about that. Thank you so much for all of you who donated the shipping money for that. We collected $200. One particular person gave us $100 on his own, so that was very generous. I'm not sure, I'll have to look. I've been binge watching hers, Jamie's, Debbie's videos lately. Thanks, Jasmine. That's awesome. Thanks, you guys. So what I'm doing is just kind of creating a tree line. And if you missed the beginning, I was kind of showing you the back of my canvases and what you can expect when you order from us, what they're going to look like, what kind of canvases I buy. And then I showed you the frames that Matt builds on them, because a lot of people will ask about the frames and what does that mean, ready to hang. And so it just showed you how we apply the wire. And so basically when you take it out of the brown paper that Matt so delicately wraps around him, the name will be on the back, and of course my name. And then you should be able just to hang it right on the wall with the wire. So it's not hard, but those of you that have asked about the framing, he doesn't, I mean, he's not a carpenter, but he does the best that he can with the frame. So I'm really happy with them. And I think they make the piece just look, I don't know, it complements it really well. Okay, so put this down, go back to Hey Sailor. So what we'll end up doing is we'll fill this in with grass. I really want to try my hand at some poppies again. I practiced on that piece be still, but I want to go in and try it again. I'm going to make this a lot darker over here. So imagine that the sun's kind of setting back over, it's dusk. I'll come back in later when I get the trees just the way I really prefer to build them up several days and come in with just some really subtle like lines that would appear to be the trees trunks. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? I just watched the live also. It was the green piece where she used the japonica. Yeah, the frames are very nice. Finishing touch. I have been making them as well. That's awesome. Yes. Okay. All right, now let's get some fancy farm girl in there, and let's just hit the highlights up here on the tree as if the sun, I'm going to put the lighter color up here as if the sun were just kind of adding a little bit of a glow to the top of the tree. So of course I'm going to do it on the side where I feel like the sun is coming over here. There's more yellow over here, so I'm going to pretend that the sun's rays are kind of coming down this way. So I'm going to do the brighter green on this side, kind of on the left of every tree section. I do need to build this up again tomorrow, so I feel like the more layers it has, the more realistic it will look. Or maybe I just enjoy it. As Matt says, that's the tap, tap, dab, dab style. Towards the right side, it looks like the trees are reflected on water, like alone. Oh, Carol. Oh, right here, right? Right here. I see what you mean. Yeah. It's neat how that does that. Quick question for anybody that has a question about, or quick answers about the submissions for the Turquoise Iris Journal magazine. So if you put yourself on the early bird list, you would have received an email yesterday or today with the link for the submissions. If you put yourself on that list and you didn't get it, it may have gone to your spam or your junk folder, but no need to worry. On Monday, we'll be releasing that link for everybody across the board. It'll be all over social media. It'll be here on our live videos. So we were just giving the people who signed up first an extra jump, an extra 48 hours to submit for the magazine. We'll be picking 10 to 12, it just kind of depends, a variety of tutorials. So everybody that actually subscribes to the magazine is going to get loaded up with so much fun information, so many projects, makeovers. It could be anything from makeup tutorials, could be gardening tutorials, it could be anything home, lifestyle, create, could be baking, and of course painting. I mean, hello. Furniture and art is basically the idea, the theme around it all, but it's also for creatives, and there's an art to all of those things that I just mentioned. So I'm excited for that as well. Okay, Michelle, no worries. And there's Abby on cue. It is going to be so special, Cheryl. It is. There's so many things that I want to tell you. I lined out a couple of things yesterday. We have some of your favorite people writing columns, and I'm going to do some storytelling, and each issue will have a power word. And so everything that we do for the entire magazine for each issue will be centered around that word. And well, it's just going to be very powerful and hopefully nothing like you've ever really seen before. Okay, so I'm really happy with the way this looks right now. I'm going to also grab a little bit of mint chip. I'm going to pull my tree line a little bit deeper, just so you guys know. I'm probably going to bring some cherry pick down here in a few areas. I might do some sort of little path through here. We're going to load it up full of wildflowers, and I'm going to try my hand once more at poppies. I think I can do better. Do they have to be tutorials, or they can just be photos? We would prefer tutorials, but I'll tell you what, Betty, if you don't have a video or a tutorial or anything like that, but we love your project and we think it would be a good fit for this issue, we will go back to you and ask you for certain things that we might need or feel like it would make it better, more instructive, because we want it to be a very instructional thing as well. So lots of links available. Plus, it's really good advertising for you guys if you do some sort of little video. So it's supposed to be good for you and for us and for the subscription, the subscribers more than anything. So you don't have to have a video. It's recommended though. Like I said, if we end up choosing you, if we need something from you, we'll contact you. That's why we ask for your email and everything, so we can get a hold of you. We want to load up the subscribers with all kinds of information. Oh, now we really have some reflection of trees, don't we, guys? I got a little heavy there. So I'm going to put some mint chip on the top of here. Well, I don't want it to look like mountains. It kind of looks like mountains right now. Yumiko, everybody's been behaving. Matt was out swimming and Michelle was in the car. Nobody expected me to go on tonight, but I felt like painting with you guys. And it's been 14 days since I touched a canvas, so I'm just so pumped to be right here. It's beautiful outside. It got a little warm at the ball games, but that's because we were up in the stands on the bleachers. But so guys, make sure you tune in tomorrow. We're going to announce the person who will be receiving Bohemian Dreams based on your voting. If you did not get a chance to vote and you still want to cast your vote, please feel free to do that. Michelle has that link and she will be more than happy to post it here. Voting does not stop until tomorrow, right before we go live. So if you want to cast your vote, we already had 700 votes, which was pretty amazing. It was our largest of the 3 giftings that we've done. This was the largest one that was voted for. So maybe it was because we had 6. I don't know what it was, but it was really fun. You guys blow me away. And plus everybody is so deserving that I know it was hard. I kept getting, it's too hard for me to vote. One person even said I didn't vote. It was too hard. I said, please just go ahead and vote. But Matt and I decided to just keep doing that. So the 5 that don't actually receive the piece of furniture, we're going to go ahead and send them some prizes as well. The fun thing that I get to start on is I need to start planning my fall collection of handbags. I'm going to start on that in the next week or 2. So those are out by the time the magazine comes out. I think I'm going to use some of my big blue paintings as I keep spitting. I don't know why I keep spitting. I don't need any more water, but I keep spitting. Sorry. So I'm going to use those big blue paintings. Did y'all hear my story about hitting the garage door? I literally put the garage door down on top of the car because I was just singing, went to get a sandwich from Panera, and I was singing and I pulled in the garage and I was halfway in the garage and I reached up and just pushed the wrong button. Instead of closing that beautiful sunroof, I just clicked the garage door. So within half a second, it goes boom on top of my car. And then it goes up and it wants to come back down. And then it booms again. And I scream. And the sunroof is still open, but the garage door has come off the rails. It's hanging. So I park the car and I just sit there and Holden comes running out the door. Mom, what did you do? He has a friend over, and the friend's eyes are like this. I said, well, I closed the door on top of the car. And before I get out and look at my car, how's the garage door look? He goes, it's totally broken, Mom. It's totally broken. So I go inside, I set my stuff down, and Matt just got home. He just got home and was sitting down. He had a long, long day. And I said, babe, I closed the door on top of the car. He goes, you did? Well, that stinks. Didn't even look at me. He's so calm. You did. So about 5 minutes later, I'm sitting there like this. About 5 minutes later, he jaunts out there and stands at the door and goes, how'd you manage that? I don't know. It's a special gift. I've never done anything like that. It's a real special gift. So then he's like, I don't even have my tools here. So he gets in it, gets going. He's like, how's your car? I said, the car's fine. I've already checked. The car was fine. And it was. It hit the luggage racks that are on the top. So it left some garage door paint on them. But other than that, we were okay. But the garage door is like swinging. And so he starts immediately taking it apart. 2 hours later, we determine it's completely broke. It's like it's a goner. So we called wonderful garage door repairman, Dutton. Thank you so much, Mr. Dutton. Comes right over. He's here for an hour and fixes it. And although it's dented from the exterior and it looks kind of funny, it's fixed. So that sandwich from Panera that was $7 turned into a little bit more expensive sandwich. So that happened right after I was, or the day, less than 24 hours after I was taking my photos. Yeah, Matt's pretty smooth. I just kept patting him. Sorry. I know you were tired. I know. Insurance didn't need to pay for it, Cheryl. It wasn't that much. No, it wasn't that much. Thank goodness. Like I said, Dutton the man, because he did not charge us very much. But he fixed it. The garage door works fine. That's Dutton garage doors for anybody local. What in the world? Oh, that was Matthew. Dutton garage doors if you're local. Okay, calling. It's good. Hope the sandwich was good. You know, Derek, I kind of lost my appetite a smidge. But it wasn't nearly as exciting. And I had just gotten done taking those pictures at less than 24 hours and thought, all right, everything's going on good. And then when you do something so dumb, but then yes, I'm human. Everybody does it. Not a big deal. I'm putting a little bit of cherry pig down here because I wanted that to sit tonight. I think I need to wipe my hand. So from a distance, when we put the grass growing and we bring in all the flowers up front, this may look more just like a field of a particular flower that might be this dark purple red color, but I like the depth that it provides underneath the shade trees. If I missed some questions, I apologize. Matt's not on here with me tonight. But we will be back tomorrow, 8:30 Central Time for Paint Talk. We'll announce who we're giving the piece of furniture away to. And if you have any more, Dionne, do you have your iPhone covers with your artwork? So I have a few, but I don't recommend them. I think the quality is too cheap right now, and I'm not going to send people to buy them. Mine would be yelling or sulking, but he'd fix it. Oh, no. Matt doesn't yell. He's pretty cool, pretty calm. I love the sky and the scene, so peaceful. Thank you, Val. Lally, that would make me cry, and maybe that's why he doesn't. I'm a crier like that. And maybe he's just known after 22 years. That's not the route to take with me. You did, but I did not know if you still did. No, I just don't tell anybody about them really. Because I got a couple of them in and I was really kind of disappointed with the quality. So right now, guys, I'm going to show you just a little bit of a close-up. This was just stage one. We need to do some more layers. We've got some color. Basically, we're just kind of getting the shape and the layout for the trees. Okay, and this one is still available. This was one we did several weeks ago. And it is framed and wired and ready to go. And it's actually the beach, you guys, instead of the flowers. Pretty happy with the way it turned out. You guys were great. You guys told me to put orange in the sky, and I did. And it looks amazing. I love it. So thank you for that. I did not put orange on either of these, but I think I might put some more white, and I'll end up doing it more like this, kind of letting it drip down. I like that a little bit, but first I've got to let that set up before it makes a mess. Don't worry about any of this. I'm going to cover it all up with a bunch of flowers, add in some more layers, and work on some more clouds, and we may have ourselves a painting, right? Thank you, Candace. I love it. What size is the beach painting? Lisa, it's called She Walks in Peace, I think. I'll have to look at my website, but like I said, it's already framed and he's got the wire on it ready to go. It's 36. Well, the canvas is 36, but with the frame, it adds an extra 1.5 inches. So it's 37.5 long, and $25.5 wide. So the canvas is 36 by 24. And he's got, like I said, we've already got it framed. It's ready to hang with the wire. And I love the red and the orange in the sky. And you guys, we did rocks. We have never done rocks. And then we did the fuchsia beach roses down over here. And then we wrapped that tree line around. And I'll show you the back. So I think that kind of helps understand what you're getting. So it's very heavy, solid, and the wire is already on here. Wrong side, Dionne. Right there. So it's ready to hang. Yeah, it's on my website. So 36 by 24 is the size. And that was a finger painting. I did a little bit of brushwork at the bottom. I love the oranges, right, Betty? Dionne, have a nice walk with your girl. I know she's waiting. She is. My girl and I are going to go take a walk around the block. And you guys, if you can join me tomorrow, I would love it so much. Tomorrow, 8:30 Central Time for Paint Talk. And again, if you were on, and Gavin will not be on tomorrow. He's going to extend his vacation and come on a week from tomorrow. So we'll see him then. Dionne, your FNL rewind last night was great. We still miss you. Thank you, Robert. I love having Miss Debbie on sometimes. And I had just moved into the house, so that was a really good one. Lolly, you headed to JRV next. Y'all have a great time over with Miss Jamie. I'm going to see her in 4 weeks, and cannot wait. Love her and Zeb to pieces. You guys, I'll see you later. Good night.